going to be, your business is going to be incredible, right? And I don't know if you're satisfied with your current business status or not, but if I'm probably heard of you. If you start building and your team is exploding, okay, I probably have heard of you. So basically, I think that this class, psychology behind exchange principle, might be helpful. Okay, so but I will start with what those are first. What are those exchange principles? Okay, and there's a science, okay, and also the art, right? Art and science. That's reason why you have other speakers talk about the same topic, because there is a difference. But the core, the psychology behind the exchange principle are the same. Okay, that's why it's a system. Okay, system that the core of it doesn't change. Okay, it doesn't matter who does it, basically. Okay. These are the 5 types of exchange principles included in the system. Okay, personal exchange, field training exchange, promotional exchange, and builders exchange, and nobility exchange. Those are the 5. I'm going to explain each of them, what that means. Okay, for those of you to refresh. Okay, but why you do it, that's important. Okay, because a lot of us don't apply it because you don't see the results right away of not doing it. If you see bad results, like you don't see people get near the stove where the fire is, right? Because you get too close, then you get yourself burned, so you don't do it again, and you don't immediately do it. But exchange principle, you don't see that you're hurting the business because it doesn't have an immediate effect. Okay. So down the line, let's say 3 months, 6 months from now, you don't know that your business is all messed up. Okay. And personally, in the business for past 17 years or so, there's not many people who have applied this principle by the book. Okay. And I've asked for how many people have heard of this thing? Yeah, you guys all have. Okay, but if you tell me that you guys know this thing and you're applying it, and Bo, I do, I really don't know. Okay, I really cannot say that you do. Okay, so let's look at it. Okay, even if you know, let's look at it and how you know it, what the psychology is behind all this thing. And do you truly apply this concept? 100%. Okay, so concept over here is 100%. Okay, it's like a dialing of phone, right? You don't press the last digit, you don't get to it. Okay, so before I get into it, why 100%? Okay, so if you are selling, okay, if you're selling, because you can in this business, you can sell. You came in this business for building, but if you do sell, that is not 100% using the system. Okay, because the system is designed for you to maximize your business. Okay, because anytime you sell, you're going to minimize your business. Okay, hope that it could be confusing. What do you mean not sell? not sell IUL? How am I supposed to make a living? Okay, so how you sell is a question. Okay, so let me put it this way. Okay, let me just use the screen over here. Okay, hope you guys follow. Okay, if you look at I love my kids love Starbucks. I don't know. I went to Starbucks yesterday, and my kid was drinking a Frappuccino, and she says, "Oh, this," and she's 11 years old. She's drinking the Frappuccino with Java chip, and then she loves it, right? And she goes, "This this business cannot go wrong. You know, yeah, your dad's a business person, and she talks business all the time. She's like, oh, this Starbucks cannot go bankrupt. This cannot go well. She's so excited about it. Okay, so let's look at it. Okay, even kids love Starbucks. Okay, how do they sell coffee? Here's a question. She didn't buy coffee. Okay, think about it, right? Starbucks, how are they selling it? Do they go after people and say how incredible Starbucks is and do a presentation and sell the thing? Okay, basically, people what? Come in to Starbucks and what they do? They buy. Understand the concept behind it. Do you see them selling? Okay, understand the psychology behind here. Okay, do people come to you and buy from you, or do you go and sell? That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, and then you're expecting, when you sell, they should be, thanking you for it, right? Because you did a what money matters presentation, and this is so good, and you need extra income, you need saving. I give this valuable information I learned from census. Took me 90 days to do it, and then come to you and you don't take it well, and you get pissed off because you were trying to sell, and the potential prospect, which is going to be friends, family members, whatever, but they really needed it and they don't appreciate it, and they didn't buy. Okay, does that make sense? And if you keep, okay, if the Starbucks employee, okay, instead of being their shop, they go out and try to sell and they get a no, and the business is not operating, it's not a good looking business. True. Okay, but I see that happening all the time with your business. You don't have a home base. You don't have a business as a home base, and you're continually going out and selling and getting no's, and you are frustrated because they don't appreciate what you're providing, which they should be. Okay, I think you should get frustrated. Okay, but if you keep doing it, you deserve the frustration also, because you are doing what you're not supposed to, but you're doing it, I guess, out of enthusiasm, or if you're in a hurry, you're not building a business out of it. Okay, that's not an independent marketing organization that you are creating with the system provided by census. Okay, you are doing a selling business where the company is not designed for. Okay, I'm not saying that selling is bad. It's just not the intention of the core of the system. Our company is not designed to sell. Okay. Let me get some. Let me take a look at you guys. If I'm killing you, brain-wise, I'm killing you in the morning. It says good morning, right? We had this great morning, and then Ballpark start talking and okay, and putting you through a different path here. Okay, so if you tell me, what do you think about the system? Okay, I think it's pretty incredible. Okay, that I say so. I don't say what's incredible many times. Okay, and then that. Okay, but the system it's amazing. That, but not many of us follow. That's the problem. Okay. So kind of let's draw a bigger picture. I'm gonna draw a bigger picture. Okay. In order to understand the psychology behind our exchange principle system, why you should follow 100%, which I believe not many do follow 100%. Okay. Maybe you don't have enough why to follow this thing. Okay. And kind of do it your way. Okay. We call it my way. Okay. If you do it your way, it's my way. Okay. Without someone looking, you're just slowly doing your way. You're doing it your way. Okay. And do you really know what you're doing? Right? It's okay if you totally know what you're doing and a little bit you're just taking a little break. I guess that's okay. You don't deviate from the main path. But without knowing that you're now following, okay, that could be a problem as a leader, okay, in your company. Okay, there's 4 quadrants. Okay, and many of us read the book. I'm not gonna repeat the book. Okay, it's Rich Dad Poor Dad series, and they talk about how the 4 ways to make income. Okay, and how our system is designed to create what. Okay, so people and a lot of people, you guys have jobs, right? Some people have jobs, right? Okay, and a lot of us, including myself. Okay, I've been to corporations, and as an employee, you make an income. Okay, and you want to do business on your own. Okay, you start a business on your own. Okay, then you're self-employee. Okay, giving job to yourself. You're not a business owner yet. Okay, and there's a business owner. Okay, and there's an investor. Okay, so what Census is trying to do here, right? It's for you to get to the right side. Okay, there's a big difference between the left side and right side. Right here, if you look at here, I'm just talk about the formula. Okay, formula behind this thing. Okay, here you're trading. Okay, your time. Okay, because that's of value. That's your exchange principle. You provide your time. Okay, in exchange, you're gonna get the money. Okay, so if you look at this formula, okay, if you guys look at this formula, okay, and look at the limitation here. Okay, so why some people want to get to the right hand side, but why some people will be dissatisfied with the left hand side. Okay, there's a why behind. Okay, you could have a great job, you should be happy about it, and they're totally happy about it. Why would they do join Census for? Why they look for other opportunities if they're totally happy? Okay, so what is the reason behind that you guys want to go to right hand side, and then you try to utilize a Census system? Okay, because you're trading money with time. So with this formula, okay, because you're trading, anytime you make a lot of money, okay, if whenever you try to do this, okay, what happens to your time? You're consuming time. Try to increase your money, then you're consuming time. Okay. So what happens with this formula? You cannot have both. Okay. Why people talk about financial freedom? Financial freedom is not tied to just money. Okay. Financial freedom is doing whatever you want when you want. Financial freedom, that's what freedom is. Okay. You can have that on the left hand side. Because you want to have some freedom of time, what happens with your money? Goes down. Okay, when increase dollar, you don't have time. You're so busy. Okay, it's hard to balance. Okay, and also what happens here is when you stop working because you're not trading time, you're not investing what you got, the money doesn't come. Okay, and it doesn't really for a long time, just money, just the dollar per hour per dollar thing doesn't really increase as much as you want to. Okay, meaning I used to work 8 hours and I got paid this much, and because your value went up, I still just, invest 8 hours of my time, but my income just double. Okay, it doesn't happen all the time. Okay, so what do you go, why you go to the right hand side? Because this is what you want. Okay. Okay, as the time goes like here, okay, year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, okay, money is not the same. This is the dollar. Okay, your money grows as the time grows. Okay, and the big difference here is, let's say you stop investing time, but your income does not go down. You know how the index concept, right? You never lose your principal plus the interest you have accumulated so far. That's how index works, right? Or index strategy, IUL. Okay, what I stands for, right? Same thing. Your income does not stop because you stop working. Because your business is not stop working. Business continues to go to work. Okay, so if you have a system, okay, if you have a system that is solely dependent on your own efforts, your personal individual efforts, okay, and you don't change it, okay, you might have a great time individual, production, time that you could be having, okay, the sales that come in and you're making some good money, but as the time goes, okay, you're not going to have that effect, business owner effect. Okay, kind of see, right? Okay, so there's some people I've seen you for more than 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, right? If you stop working since this, does the money come? That's a question. Okay, it's about it's been like 5 years. It's been 5 years that I stopped focusing on building because of the company. I developed a professional market. Okay, it's called UBOS is a name for providing tax planning, where our existing clients were able to further do services and have create some name brand with their clientels. Okay, so I stopped building on the building side. Okay, so I haven't been able to BHOB PMs and all the I used to do that for first 15 years of my my census career. Okay, but past 4 years, 5 years, I was focusing on professional market. So whenever you guys had a professional prospect, a business that applied to the services I'm providing, we were able to interact. Okay, but other than that, I did not focus on building, or I get to supervise any of the building agents. Okay, so basically I stopped working. Since it's building site, I stopped working. But money didn't stop. You see? I could have done whatever, okay? But money didn't stop. Okay, because business was built. So when you apply the exchange principle, okay, it's not knowing what it is. Everybody knows. Okay, you could get a handout probably from the academy, get a handout too. But it's not about knowing this thing. Okay, it's about applying it. How much? Okay, and how much of it your teams apply this thing? Okay, because frustrations are getting built if you do it the wrong way. Told you Starbucks, okay, example. You keep selling because it's easy. Because you don't want to follow the system. Because to follow the system, you have to explain why they have to do it and all that, right? That's why you utilize this kind of class, so that you don't have to explain everything by yourself. Okay, but you still get you still get the training across your teammates. Okay, so hope that makes sense a little bit. Okay, can you do this? Okay, start recruiting and then have them follow the system. exchange principle system. Okay, and there's a lot of buts, you know, but this case, a lot of buts, right? Doesn't matter how you are in this business, but when you're in this business new, kind of like a kids to the business. You know how kids are. But we can't be all kids at this business because we say a lot of buts. You know, here's a system, but this one is different because this client is not willing to go to work, and then don't want to do exchange principle, and I want to, you know, have my own product written in my own name, and you know, I don't want to do personal exchange. I want to get licensed first and then do it. And because you don't have a lot of teammates, what you do? Okay, there's a but. Okay, to not just to your business, but the whole census business. Okay, you're allowing this exception. Okay, you have a student in your classroom who comes in and don't want to come into the class because it's crowded. I want to have a desk in the alley, a little bit outside the classroom, and then I want to study there. So as a teacher, who was it? You know, Helena was a teacher, maybe Lakeisha was a teacher. So I know for sure Helena was a teacher. Would you allow, Helena, would you allow a student just have a separate chair, which the school doesn't need to provide? I will bring it, you know, I will bring it. My dad, ballpark's gonna buy me a separate chair, and then sit down in the alley and let's, you know, study from there. Nobody will allow. Okay, but here's the thing. I'm gonna talk about this 5 exchange principle, but you guys, almost all of you will allow. Not to follow system 100%, you will allow. I'm telling you. Okay, we're gonna go one by one, which I can. Elena told me that I should, and I will go over it. But nobody follows 100%. But expecting, you know, EVC results, for example, you and your business to go like that. But I know some of you very smarter than me. Okay, because I know, you know, when some people know me, it's like, both like, you don't know anything about computer. He's not so smart, right? Did I say I was smart? I'm not. So I don't get bothered if people say I'm not smart. Not at all. Okay. But I follow the system, exchange principle system, 100%. Okay. I don't sell, even though I can. Okay. But how do you do it then? Okay. So let's talk about that. Okay. I don't want to sell because it hurts my long-term business, and I don't want my teammates to follow. Okay, don't know what that means. Okay, so personal exchange. Okay, personal exchange meaning your personal, after your personal PFC. Okay, so what am I? I'm a potential client. I'm a potential client to my trainer. Okay, what are we exchanging here? Yes, we are exchanging. Okay, you're exchanging knowledge. My trainer is not charging me for training me, right? You know, at university, you guys went to schools, right? Not all the schools that everything was free. You spent some money on that, right? That's an investment, okay, for education. Okay, so you're getting educated on the knowledge of your financial side, plus your trainer is spending your time, and you guys have decided you join Census, you're gonna do the business. Okay, business needs learning, and time needs to be invested. Your trainer could be spending time with someone else, but you decided that you'll do it. So there is a common the contract, okay, between both of you. Okay. So your trainer, instead of spending time prospecting someone else who he could, get the client, decide that you came in as an agent, and then you learn it and you exchange, okay, the production that will come from applying the personal financial checkup, and decide to exchange that. So therefore the business has the money flowing in, okay, to the trainer, the exchange principle. So let's say personal exchange from you and your spouse, okay, and some kids, and we provided, let's say, the closing of 10,000 points. Okay, personal exchange meaning I'm gladly, I hope you would be more. I could afford to do more planning, but that's not necessary. With the plan that is, is good for me, that I could handle, and all that is a long-term basis, and 10,000 point came. Having license, get my license ready, and then, after I got the knowledge from the trainer, and then get my own license and write it on my own, that's not a business. Okay, it's not a business, basically. If you came in and someone that don't want to do business and do that, then there's a different concept, non-dedicated concept. It's not a building business. It just has to be identified. We're not forcing anybody to exchange anything. If you came in here with a business mindset, then let's do the business. Okay. So, but see, but's coming, right? But my teammate, after my teammates start making money a little bit, then they're gonna follow. There's a but. Okay, I asked the same question, right? Would you sit your extra student, special circumstance student in the alley, and have all the students look at it, and so some people could do like that. Why should be sitting inside? Okay, is this making sense? You guys, we're not in a classroom here. We're in a virtual setting. So if you are you need to acknowledge a little bit. Okay, don't have a stiff neck. You gotta do some nodding here, if that makes sense. Okay, so if there's like some of my training says, does it make sense? Then we'll try nodding a little bit. Like say, kind of like this is nodding, like makes sense. It's like, don't be like zombie. You're stuck, your neck is stiff and everything, and you're not moving at it. Am I talking to by myself? I'm thinking like that. Okay. All right. So 10,000 here, then, instead of trainer says, give it to me, I write it, I make a lot of money. It's not about that. It says, thank you, right? Providing this knowledge, whatnot, and help me to, do this business. Because what I like to do is the same thing. I want to duplicate that. Okay, with the knowledge that I have, okay, with the business knowledge that I am, every day I'm learning, okay, with the trainer, okay, I want to create a business so that the clients comes to me. I don't chase after the clients come to me. You see? Starbucks model. Okay, clients come to me. I don't go outside my business and try to look for clients. They come to me. Make sense? Okay. So 10,000, it does have to be 10,000. It's not about the number. Okay. Okay. If you have specific questions like that, talk with your trainer. Okay. So personal exchange. I don't write my own policies. Okay. Nor my a spouse policies. It is when you do a PFC, you learn. Okay. and then you're exchanging as a personal exchange, your personal case, wherever you're saying, please write me my policy. Okay, teach me how that works. Okay, and then also teach me how to do this business and help me. Okay, and because I love what I learn, and you know what you get from here is the education and the support of the business from your trainer. That's what you're exchanging. Okay, it's exchange principle, personal exchange principle. From here, you develop. This is crucial. Top 25. Top 25. Okay, developing top 25. This is the training, has to be done together with your trainer. Don't do it by yourself. Okay. Yes, the trainer has to be invested also. Okay. Just because the let's say trainee doesn't follow the system and trainer says, okay, that's not a great trainer. If a trainee has a different mindset, you have to correct it. You cannot sit outside. You have to sit inside. There is no exception to that. Okay. So teacher has to say that. You can't just say, I don't care. I'm gonna just, you know, sit there in the alley, and then later I'm just gonna call your mom. I'm not gonna explain anything to you because I'm tired. Okay, that's a tired teacher. Okay, you explain to them why you gotta follow a certain way, and developing top 25, a lot of time and a lot of knowledge gotta be invested to make it go to work. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I can help you. Okay, if you follow the system 100%, I'm gonna apply the system 100% to you. Okay, I'm gonna try my best. Okay, so that exchange is happening between the trainee and the trainer. And this is tough. This is awesome thing. Okay, I can't go to top 25 and talk about it, but that needs to be done. Okay, you need it. Okay, then there's a but. I don't have a top 25. Hello, no but. I don't have top 25. You do. Okay, if you don't have it, work on it so that you do have it. Okay, the key is, when do you stop? Okay, you got to have top 25 lists at all times. Listen carefully here. Okay, don't have a lot of time, so I can't focus too much here. Listen here. Top 25, and you met someone, you talked to someone, and one person from top 25, you met someone, Tom, from top 25. So one came out of your top 25. What does that mean? To have top 25 all the time. A new person has to be added to here. You guys understand here? No buts. Okay, you got to work on that thing. If someone you have met from top 25, there's a Tom, family Tom, and then trainer, trainee went, did a presentation together. Okay, and then now it's not top 25. There's only 24 names there. No, you need the top 25 for the system to work. No, like, work on the top 25, woo, for next 90 days, work on it. Now you have no one left. And then you're going to start working on a new top. You can't do that. Your business will stop like that. You don't have Starbucks running like that. If Starbucks is serving coffee, and all of a sudden after 12 p.m., we're going to have a three-hour break because we ran out of coffee bean. Too many of the clients came in the morning. Would the Starbucks work like that? How about your business? So your business, is it okay if you stop working? Your money comes in once in a while. Is that okay with you? You know why? It's okay with you. That's why you do a business that way. It's because it's okay. You don't mind not getting 5,000 a month continuously because you don't expect it to be. Because everything's okay. It was a great morning this morning, right? Just saying hello, and then I'm chopping you in the business, right? I'm sorry, but your business sucks because you're allowed to be. Okay, so it's tough to since this business a certain way and not making money. That is, you know, uh, that's not good. Okay, I have a different word for it, but I want to be nice and say nice words. Okay, but let's not make it to be. Okay, I told you, doesn't matter what your age is in business, you guys acting like kids. A lot of buts and not a lot of follow the system, guys. Okay, a very simple thing. Follow the thing, and the results will follow. Okay, accordingly with the system. This is critical. Why you don't do a proper exchange, then this is happening. Okay, you don't think 25 is important. It's just a number. It's not. It's an inventory. For Starbucks, it's a coffee bean. Enough coffee bean has to be inside the coffee to grind it and serve to the clients. Okay, you want a continuous flow of clients coming in and they want to buy from you. You need to have a top 25 list. It starts with you and your teammate, and then you have to do 100% so that it could be duplicated. Nodding. You have to nod. Okay. Does that make sense, or it does not make sense at all? I'm gonna get another trainer and explain this thing if another trainer is necessary. Okay, but hope that makes sense. All right. Okay, good. Melinda, great. You guys know how to type. That's awesome. Okay, no nod, then at least use your fingers, right? That's good. That's good. All right. Okay, so next one. Okay, field training exchange. So top 25, gotta keep talking top 25, that's why, right? The next exchange, top 25. 15 is the number I'm thinking. You could say 10, 11, 7. Okay, that's an art. Okay, meaning that could be, numbers could be a little bit different. It's me. Okay, and this is my personal opinion. I'm applying the art part of this, this system. There's art and science. The science, the core, which cannot be changed, which is field training exchange. That's the core of this exchange principle. What's an art? The number right here. How many field training does need to be exchanged to learn in the field? Out of top 25, the people that I know, family, friends, co-workers, church members, the distant family members, out of top 25 that I have a relationship with, that I could set appointment to my trainer, nurse. Okay, because I have a one trainer, main trainer. Okay, but you could have many qualified trainers. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I have a one trainer. Okay, one captain of my ship. Okay, but you could have a lot of qualified trainers that I could ask for help to field train you. Let's say you're my trainee, I'm your trainer. So both parties, I want to make sure, let's say Akayo is my trainee, I'm your trainer. I make sure that I know everything about what's happening with your business. That's what a trainer is, to make sure I guide you. But I don't have to go to all the field training appointments with you. Okay, does that make sense? Let's say my prospect, out of 15 appointments here, the prospect is age 22. Kyle, your prospect is age 22. Okay, let's say your distant cousin. I would not go. Even though I'm trainer, I would not go. I would send somebody, a younger trainer who could kind of like, talk with age 22 to go. Does that make sense? So if as a trainer, I don't have somebody in a younger age as a trainer, then I don't have the right resource. Trainer got to wake up. And SFD will know that. Because SFD would review your 15 presentation and how Kyle and your relationship. That's what SFD job is, to making sure that you guys doing okay. So in order for SFD to know that you're doing okay, I guess you have to write some reports, accountabilities, to make sure that what's happening with you and me. Okay, on the 15 presentation sheet, there's a 15 presentations paper, the form. And then all this, the 15 presentation is written dates and whatever, so that people forget all the time. Okay, I want to make sure that it's on record. Okay, and then I look at who was the trainer for that appointment, and it was all Bo. And there's some Spanish speaking prospect, there's some Chinese speaking prospect. Without any consideration, I was the trainer. I was a qualified trainer for all 15. Is that good or yes? This time I want you to either see your fingers working or you're nodding here. Does that, if you audit the business, does that look good? If you audit the business, it doesn't look too good. Okay, so just because this trainee is mine, this is my trainee. Okay, I'm not gonna take my kid to school because I don't trust school. I don't trust the school system. I'm gonna have my kids stay home and teach everything. I'm not gonna take her to a restaurant. No restaurant. No, I can't trust other the chefs making food for my kid. I don't know what they're putting in it. I'm not monitoring, so I eat everything at home. Do you see? I don't buy stuff from outside. I make everything home. I don't buy candles. I make them. Do you see what I'm saying here? You don't allow your trainee to experience different qualified trainers and to maximize, okay, the business potential. Okay, that makes sense. So far, I talked about a personal exchange. I talked about field training exchange. How many people are following this 100%? Raise hand if you do. Okay. You better. If you want the business on the beginning, the right-hand side, the business, they keep increasing, you stop working and still you're able to make money, then follow this 100%. Yes, you don't have to follow 100% to be successful, but you got to know it and know when to come back to it, know when to course correct. Like the airplane, headed to a certain, direction, destination. They don't go the right direction, right on course 100% of the time. They correct all the time, but they know their destination. They know they need to correct it because they have to make adjustments. Making adjustment, making correction is great, but you know your destination already. Okay, you know exactly what to do. And then you're correcting versus not knowing anything, just flying around, just driving around. You're not going to get to your destination. Okay, hope that makes sense. Okay, follow it 100% in the system, in your mind. There is going to be, corrections, but you will make it. You know exactly what you need to do, right? Okay, so I need to follow that. Okay. So you have the personal exchange, field training exchange, meaning, what does that mean? 15 field training exchange means I'm not getting paid for 15 trainings. From 15 training, it could be 50,000 points. But what are you exchanging? I'm gaining experience. How to do the business. Okay. But also, you're forgetting here. Look at the exchange principle. What are you exchanging, right? Potentially 50,000 points. Okay. The team. You're getting the team. So question here is this. This is all something. Let's say you apply the same thing, and then now after the 15 presentations, now I have a team, and I've gained experience with 15 presentations, and I know everything so far, right? That I learned, right? And then we're gonna duplicate it, and in your team, you could be assigned as a trainer and do the same, isn't it? Question here is, I've done my field training and 50,000 points or whatever the number came out, but you don't have the team. See, then it's a trainer side. Trainer didn't do the job. You focused on cases only, and you haven't developed a team where your trainee, Kayo, remember Kayo was my trainee? Kayo, you don't have a team who's willing to do business like you. Then I have to what? Remember how top 25 worked? Always have to have a top 25? Same thing. As a trainer, I'm gonna talk to Kayo, right? Maybe we go to some expo together, whatever. Okay, we're gonna go together, find the team together. We're gonna meet your the relative, the whatever, the anniversary, the birthday party. I go together, Kayo, and then you introduce me. I'll say hello. Okay, we can develop a team together because we have this contract. Let's make this system 100%. Okay, Kayo, you did everything to open your market. 15 presentation, 50,000 points came. I was able to make money. I got the time. Okay, but your teammate, you haven't got it. We're gonna go together. Okay, let's throw a picnic and have some of your friends come in. Okay, introduce me. We'll try to show some opportunity. Kayo, does that make sense? Opportunity seminar, I'll be doing a little bit to create the team. Why you could do it? 50,000 points. It's an exchange. You can think of it as a business investment. Is that making sense? Okay, there's a lot of art. It could be different. It can't be 50,000 points. It could be 10,000, 30. It could be 0. At least as a trainer, I don't feel so bad. You get 0 points, and I try my best, and you know, the team did come, but they don't want to go to work like a serious business. I don't feel that bad, Kyle, because I gotta focus on, you know, other business, because we have to. My business gotta flow. Okay, you might be part-time in this business, but I'm full-time. Always full-time. I have to make a living, meaning I can't just focus on Kayo, because you don't have a market for our business. I continuously 0 points. You know, you have to kind of understand me, Kayo, that I did my best, okay, in a given time, but I can't focus on 100% because you're not gonna feed my baby. Do you still understand this business exchange principle right here? And what's SFD job is to make sure is balanced. Okay. Because as an SFD, you have seen a lot of success building a team, and how the relationship is between the trainer and trainee, and what the results are. I'm able to audit, okay, to see what to correct and all that. Okay, this is making sense. Is this happening in your business? It's gonna be happening. Okay, so what's the third? promotional exchange. Promotional exchange, simple concept here is you're getting promoted from 30 to 40 to 50 to 75 as an FD. Do you guys want it 100%, Kyle? Do you want 100% contract? I want to ask Kyle, do you want 100% contract? I was asked this question from John Kim, and I'm asking you the same question so that you could become FEC in the near future. Kyle, do you want 100% contract? Yes, I say yes. Is it yes, or is it nodding means yes, or hey, you unmute and say something. Yes. yes. I say yes, and the boss says, get out of my office. Because 100% means now you get to own your own business in your own name, and you're the boss. You're for everything. Boss meaning you pay the rent, okay? You pay all the overhead costs. You pay for the employee. Everything. That's what 100% means. So what 0% means? You get to receive everything, like a kid. You don't have to pay rent as a kid. You don't have to pay rent. You don't have to pay utility bill. Parents do. Okay, so 0% contract meaning, other than the money, you get to receive all the support. You get to ask all the questions. But 100% means no questions asked. You are the provider for everything, office and everything. So 100% the contract level not necessarily mean that you make a lot of money. What's the 0 point of 100% contract? $0. You go bankrupt. I'd rather have 30%, have 100,000 points, than 0, no production out of 100% contract, Kyle. That makes sense, right? So what the contract level means, now you are responsible, and 75% meaning 3/4 of it, Kyle, you are very independent. You know what to do. You don't need the trainer's help that much anymore. Now you are the trainer. That means you ask for help less, and you produce more. Okay, that's what contract means. So the promotional exchange here is you get a higher contract, the level, and you get promoted to the next level, senior associate to field director. Then you know what to do. You are requiring of a less time, desiring of a less time from your uplines, and you are saving time, from this is the support system, and you are now, supporting the system. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Okay, so if that is not happening accordingly, someone becoming the FD 75%, but you don't know how to do anything. Oh my God, you better not promote this person, or your system is in trouble, your business is in trouble. Okay, as an SFD, we talk about it. It's not just a matter of, I'm not wanting you to get 75% contract on your production, but you're not doing your job. That's gonna be talked about. Okay, so in census, there was never a problem promoting someone. We all try to promote you. It was all the problem of getting promoted too fast and not being able to do your thing. Okay, too young of an age, you want to be independent, get out of home and do everything and all that, and you don't have a job, no nothing. You just want to get out of the home but because you just want more freedom. You don't want people telling me what to do, so you just want to get out. It can't be like that. You see? Do you see the example here? Okay. The next one here is builders exchange. Okay, builders exchange. So the 25 exchange right here. Okay, look at here. Your top 25 doesn't stop just with your own personal top 25. As a business leader, okay, you in your own business, you're 100%. Okay, you want to have 100% vested into this business. This is only business income that I'm getting. Okay, you must follow the system because builders exchange is crucial. Okay, for that to happen, to completely have a new top 25. Okay, because you cannot replenish your top 25 without the builders exchange. So let's say Bo was, and then Kyle, I made you an FD. we did it together. Okay, and then business exchange means from your teammates that we built together, we're exchanging one of your leg. As you become an FD, I'm getting one team, one leg. Just like any other exchange. Personal exchange, field training exchange, promotion exchange, I'm getting another leg. Meaning, I've invested time in Kayo's business, not only your individual knowledge of the business, but you know what? I developed lots of time into it. And then I've sacrificed all the time going after my personal prospect and build my top 25. So when this comes over here, okay, then this is still trainer trainee, because I'm going to try to make this person into an FD. So here's a trainer position, and we're working on top 25 with this list, not just only Bo's personal list, my list plus, let's say this person name is Cindy. If I look at Cindy's top 25, we add it together, it's still top 25. We still have 25 top 20 people to prospect and try to meet and create 15 presentations. Here now Kayo is on her own. As I develop the Cindy into an FD, then I'm running for an SFD. You guys seeing this? Starbucks cannot run out of coffee bean. Is that just me taking away from Kayo? No, Kayo, her team is developed. She's going to become FD and she's going to do the same. She's going to become SFD by making these two soldiers into FD. Okay, and the Kayo, this is a Kayo's picture. She'll follow the system. Kayo, SFD. Number 2 remaining becomes FD. And then she has top 25 with 2 potential, because you're gonna exchange. You got to exchange, right? Now you have Kayo's personal prospect, and then you have this teammates prospect 1 and 2, and they have their top 25. Put it together, very solid top 25. Do you see what I'm getting? You know that then this is, running really well. Okay, so it took me 2 years from associate to the highest level company. Since it took me 2 years. And why? Because I applied the exchange principle. Okay, lastly, the last one is a nobility exchange, meaning if Kayo is giving the leg over, and you're like complaining like crazy, like, oh my goodness, Bo, this is my favorite leg, and you're taking every leg is your favorite. you're giving, and then you now understand the system, and instead of doing nobility, okay, you want the success of the trainer and the system, because that trainer and the system is you also in the near future. You don't do nobility, you don't uplift the system. Okay, if you think about yourself, immediate, that you're at a loss, you're losing a team, that's immediately it's a minus on you. Okay, you don't, you're not happy about that, and you don't follow the system on that. You just temporarily just focusing on what you're unhappy with. Then you're not understanding the nobility exchange, because in near future, that's how you're going to be benefit from the system. Okay, if you don't benefit the system, then you're in a sales business, and that's not a business. Okay, because time and money get the exchange of the left hand side of the quadrant, where you'll always be short of either the time or the money. You didn't want that. You want to build a business. That's why you wanted to go on the right hand side and follow the system for it. Okay, so you got to think about the system as a long-term, all the time. Okay, immediate gratification is not going to help you in this business. Okay, you got to say, is this a system? Okay, am I following to the 100%? If I'm not, then course correct. Do I have the the accountability and the report that I could show to SFD and help me to correct? Okay, do I do that then once a month? Okay, twice a month? Is this business serious enough? Can I really make 10,000 passive income from this business? Do I deserve it? Do I follow the system? Do I do the activity monitoring? My activity would get there, right? The person who have made it, they would know. Okay, so did not have enough time. 1 hour of exchange principal time is impossible. I did a terrible job, I know, but just time was not enough. You do bots, I'm gonna do bots too, but not enough time. Okay, so not perfect. Okay, I make excuses also, but my heart was in it. I wanted to really share what I felt about exchange principle, the psychology behind. I know that you know all of it, what that is, but I know we're gonna have hard time applying for it. I'm trying to instill the why and the meaning behind, so that we're able to follow it a lot closer than before. Okay, so thank you for this a wonderful opportunity. It was a learning experience also for me, and glad to see some of you guys. I miss you guys all the time. I don't mention it, but I do feel it inside that so that we could see back again, all of us together at the convention. So thank you so much, and have a great day, guys.
Thank you so very much,
Right.
EVC. We really appreciate it. We really do. You gave us your best in the hour that we gave you. So thank you for that. And reminder, everybody, please post your family trees in the room, update them as the activity is happening. We should be having activity every day with our Rising Stars and our Sales and Winners League. So make sure you guys are getting that posted, but for sure by each Wednesday at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. See you guys next week. Have a good one.